Hello, my beautiful collective. Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Dee. If you're returning, welcome back. Glad to have you back. It's my first time being live in a long time. I miss going live. So this is going to be a soul message. Messages from your soul, what your higher self wants you to know right now. If you feel called to book a reading, all the information is in the description box below. So let's get straight into it. So I pretty much was getting a lot of water energy, shuffling for the energy today. You could be connecting to water element, water spirits, deities, mermaids, siren energy, just water in general. Water is about emotions. So you could be connected more to yourself, higher self, inner child, but just connecting more to self through emotion. Um, a lot of heart space energy as well. I was getting 12 chakra energy, not just focused on the 7 chakras, but 12. My higher, like my crown and third eye chakra were tingling a lot meditating on the energy today. So you could be clearing up those blockages to get more clarity on downloads or receiving more downloads, whatever works for you. So those were the main downloads that I got. So let's just start shuffling for the energy, see where we go today. Because I was just going to do a general, and then Spirit was like, no. Spirit was like, no, you got to do a higher self reading. So let's get straight into it. Energy message of this reading for the collective. What messages this collective soul, higher self have for them today, Spirit? Thank you. All right, so we have light beings, number 35. Okay, and I never remember how to say that. Number 26. I think that one has a lot to do with like connecting to your like soul versus ego. Then we have joy. That right there. So I did kind of pick up on Starseed energy, like Syrian energy. Also Atlantis, especially with water. So that could be something that resonates with everyone. All right, so light beings, enlightened soul information. This image, this image is light beings. The term light beings is used to describe a range of ethereal forms, including guides and angels. They observe your life from a higher perspective, so they can see the most auspicious path for you to create your dreams and desires. Sometimes your light beings may seem to take you down a path fraught with difficulties. However, everything happens for a reason. Just as we know a baby will eventually walk, you will also find your footing and attain your dreams. Your light beings are not here to save you, for that would interfere with your ability to create a unique paths and conclusions. They are keepers of the faith that hold and stream your past, present, and future dreams and desires to your heart. Only you can decide what to do with that information. You can't get it wrong, for your light beings will just show you another way. All right. Number 26. Okay, so creating soul and truth in the world. The outside world feels more real than the inner world because we have been encouraged to focus more on what is outside of us. We have learned to give things that can be seen by others or touched by us more importance than what we feel. Making decisions can become difficult when our awareness is focused away from our inner needs and wants. When our internal and external realities are integrated, decisions are clear and easily made. This is this leads to satisfaction as there is no resistance to your fulfillment. When we scan our myriad possibilities open to us in the manifested world, we will know what we want and will not feel overwhelmed. In this space, we become grateful for our decisions we have made and all the ones that we will make in the future. That's just giving. A lot of you could really connect to a starseed energy. You might just be figuring that out about yourself. Let's get into it. Okay, so we have a 9 of Wands. Ooh, the High Priestess. You got Pisces in your chart. Thank you. 4 of Cups reverse. The Ace of Cups. What did I say in the beginning? Getting more connected to flow. Getting more connected to your emotions. And that's in clearing the blocks area of the reading. And then we have 4 of Pentacles reverse, and then the 3 of Swords. 4 of Wands, Queen of Swords, the Hierophant. So we have the High Priestess and the Hierophant out here, but the Hierophant's in reverse. You have Taurus energy in your chart. Then the 8 of Cups. Yeah, deeper emotional healing. Like I said, you guys are connecting more to yourself on an emotional level. Like I said in the beginning, like I said, I was getting a lot of water energy. So it feels like you're clearing a block from that. Here is like the toughest part of your life because you might have always been in the energy of not putting yourself first, worrying about 3D mundane things instead of enriching your soul, is what I'm hearing. But you're going through a major release right now. And how to get more deeply connected, we have the High Priestess. That's all about being connected to your higher self. That's all about being in alignment. But you're healing something there. You could be having dreams of like past lives, starseed energy, of living in Lemuria, Syria, Atlantis, all that good stuff. All right. And the main soul message, we have the 9 of Wands. Spirit, please clarify that for me. Thank you. Ace of Pentacles reverse. Queen of Swords. Knight of Swords. 6 of Pentacles. Ace of Cups again. Ace of Wands, the Empress. Heavy on the Taurus and water energy. So Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, and Taurus. The Fool, the 6 of Wands, the Knight of Wands. The 2 of Swords. This is you really fighting against your ego is what I'm getting. I feel like you are really pushing through to not make ego-based decisions. You're trying to give more to your emotions. Have a equal balance of ego versus soul. Okay? It's like you're taking a look at the past of things that were not stable with the Ace of Pentacles, were things you thought were going to keep you stable. Okay? And it's like now you're getting into the emotional side, energies that you might have been ignoring, trying to nurture and fill your own cup. You're learning to give to that after running away from it with the Knight of Swords in the reverse for so long. It's like you're you're really, with the Nine of Wands being the overall energy, you're really fighting through that. Like you could have always just been a very ego-based person, not like in probably just in a more subconscious way, not really super conscious of it and really learning that language. But it feels like you're stepping more into your emotions. You're stepping more into facing the things that you put on the back burner for yourself. And like I said, you're unblocking your chakras, very much focused on third chakra and crown chakra, and like the upper 12, so the upper 7 chakras as well. You're unblocking those to connect more deeply to yourself. I feel like you have a lot of questions and your higher self is trying to get those messages down to you in the 3D. A lot of meditation as well could be happening at this time just so you can feel more connected. Yeah, the 7 of Wands, it feels like you are in the energy of being blocked up for so long. Some of you, this could be like your first steps into getting into spirituality and just balancing. Okay. So how we get more into alignment, we have the High Priestess, which is just so funny to have there. Spirit, please clarify that for me. hmm 5 of Wands, Queen of Cups, 2 of Cups, 7 of Swords. And the Hierophant again in the reverse. The World, the 9 of Swords, the King of Cups, the Emperor, and the 4 of Swords. And then the Hangman. How you get more into alignment is, like I said, ego and soul fighting your mind because your mind is telling you things that are not true and it doesn't put you into alignment with source, your higher self. It's like you're trying to close out this chapter with the world. You're trying to release fear. And it could be with the masculine energy here that you're like, you're trying to protect yourself. And the best way that you know how, you're trying to do it from a balanced place. But there's still a part of you that's like telling yourself and fighting with yourself about what's in alignment, what's true, like based on your emotions, based on what you need to be feeling. There might be certain aspects of yourself that you're afraid to meet right now because you're afraid to feel those emotions. So with the Emperor there, it could be a level of just like a little bit too much of protecting yourself, even though the Emperor isn't in the reverse, but you're learning how to keep that balance. So you're having these conversations with your higher self. And I feel like it's very conflicting from what you're used to. So it's just like stepping into this new chapter, stepping into this new timeline, right? It's like it's scary for you. Yeah. And you just don't want to hold yourself back in the past. And then the 3 of Cups fell out. So yes, becoming more into union with self, but not clinging to the past in an unhealthy way. Okay, yeah, we have to learn how to move forward. 8 of Wands. You don't want to. It's like trying to move, but also trying to keep that false identity, and we don't want to do that. So it was really just a fight of like an old version of yourself, and healing isn't linear. It's not always going to be a straight path. There's a slight fear of connecting to your emotions, facing certain emotions, really even just pouring into yourself and giving more to yourself. Yeah. The old version of yourself has to come crashing down, the Tower, Scorpio energy, for things to be in full alignment, for you to be balanced. That false sense of self, that false thing that you're telling yourself, that thing that you're in your head about, we have to face that head on. Yeah. And once we do, celebration, peace, union. Okay. And soul activation, we have the 4 of Cups reverse. Spirit, please clarify that for me. 4 of Cups reverse. Too many. 4 of Cups reverse. Look at that. 3 of Cups again. 7 of Pentacles. The Sun, Leo energy. The 9 of Wands. King of Swords, King of Wands, 9 of Cups. 2 of Swords, the Chariot, Cancer energy. The Lovers, Gemini energy. Strength, Leo energy. Okay. This is definitely about union with self with the Three of Cups and not staying stagnant anymore in an unhappy energy and not in alignment. With the Four of Cups reverse, you may be getting an opportunity that does light up your soul again, get you in the energy of doing what you're destined to do in this life. Okay? And Spirit is saying not to be scared of that. Just keep fighting for what you know your soul purpose is in this life. Because there's an energy of, and we also saw the Six of Cups reverse. So there is an energy of healing something within your inner child that you could be clinging on to. And like I said, a lot of you are connecting more deeply to yourself on an emotional level. So it's okay to cry. It's okay to let it out. It's okay to scream. Whatever it is that you need to do to be more connected to your heart. Because it's like once you start to feel that emotion deeply within yourself, it feels like you say, no, 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 I can't feel that. No, 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 I can't do that. You fight against it. That's what that Seven of Swords energy is. You fight against it and tell yourself that you have to be strong, you have to be this, you have to be that. That's not necessarily true. The more you feel, the more you deal, the more you heal. I didn't mean for that to rhyme. But that's what this feels like. Spirit says is just saying, just keep fighting for union with self right now. And now open up an opportunity to connect to what your soul purpose is. You might even figure it out as you let out that cry. Yeah, Eight of Pentacles. Keep working on it. Don't be afraid to feel those things. Don't be afraid to step into that energy because it's all going to work out. Yeah, you have to face that shadow, the devil, Capricorn energy. So keep doing what you're doing in collective because you're on the right path. Just when you start to feel those feelings and it starts to freak you out, just stay in that energy for release. Don't cling on to it, but just stay in it for release is the main thing that I'm hearing. On how to clear the block, we have the Ace of Cups. Please clarify that for me. The Magician, Gemini, Virgo energy, the Hangman, Pisces energy, Eight of Wands, sheesh. And then the Hierophant reverse again, Taurus energy, Two of Wands, Six of Swords, Three of Pen, Page of Cups, Four of Pentacles, Four of Swords, the Fool. Don't fear what you don't know, is what I'm hearing. It feels like the Hierophant and the High Priestess are the higher versions of the Empress and the Emperor, right? And for you, it's in the reverse. So there's something that you're fearing connecting to on the masculine side of yourself. There's something that you feel like you can't work out that puts you in a standstill. And it's like trying to move forward, trying to get more deeply connected. And then, like I said, there's a block, there's a fear. And it just feels like once you release that, with the Ace of Cups being overall energy, there's going to be like a floodgate that happens. Yeah, breaking on the devil again. Yeah, it's facing that fear. What is it that's blocking you from connecting to that deeper emotion within yourself? What is that deep rooted fear? Are you afraid of being successful? Are you afraid that's not going to be balanced? Yeah, Nine of Swords in reverse. You have to release that. It could be a mentality with the Nine of Swords. It could also be a father wound as well. But there's something about your shadow, something about your masculine side that you have to release because you feel like, I don't know, it feels like an energy of like, I can't do it. And your higher self is telling you that's not true. And I just see like I just keep seeing like a major release, like a deep rooted cry, like a real good cry is what I keep seeing in my mind's eye. Like once you really face that, because I feel like you guys know what it is. It's like once you face that truth, once you face that fear, once you get whatever it is out, you're gonna move forward, you're gonna propel forward. It's all gonna align. And it feels like a just like a mental thing. You could have had someone in your life talk down on you, tell you you couldn't do this, this, that, and the third. It could have been a father figure, the way they talk to you. But it's something that's deeply rooted, and your higher self is saying once you release that, really release it. You have the Ace of Cups clarifying the Ace of Cups. Yeah, it's going to be a beautiful new beginning, emotional new beginning, a balanced energy within yourself. Whatever you're keeping hidden, the moon, Pisces, Cancer energy, whenever you bring that to light, is when everything is going to flow the way it's supposed to flow. Okay. And how to connect more deeply, we have the Four of Pentacles reversed. Please clarify that for me. Thank you. Strength, heart chakra alignment, Ten of Wands reverse, Five of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles, King of Swords, King of Wands, Nine of Cups, the Fool again, Six of Wands, Nine of Wands, the Chariot. Yeah. Stay determined to heal this within yourself and keep going through this release, especially with the Four of Pentacles to the Ten of Wands reverse. You're healing some type of abandonment wound within yourself with the Five of Pentacles reverse. This is definitely like I said, chakra alignment, but definitely like heart, third eye, and crown. It feels like your lower chakras are starting to really balance out. You're very much grounded in your energy, but it's those upper chakras, especially like I said in the beginning, the 12, all 12, not just the 7, 12. Keep doing what you're doing, keep releasing that block because once you do, it feels like everything is going to work out. You have Four of Wands, you're going to be in complete alignment. You're going to go exactly where you need to go. So, whatever that mental fear is, that's very, very deep rooted, your higher self is telling you, release it, keep connecting to heart, keep balancing out your emotions, keep releasing, keep doing the meditations, keep crying, taking walks by the river. Like I said, I was very much focused on like water energy, emotional energy. Whatever those things are that's helping you get out of this karmic cycle, the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, just keep pushing forward. The Chariot again. You could have heavy Cancer in your chart, okay? I'm going to get you guys advice and then I'm going to get into a few oracles that I have. Advice for the collective spirit. Advice. Okay, so we have the moon, Pisces energy, and Cancer, the star, Aquarius energy, Page of Pentacles, Two of Swords, Knight of Cups, and the Tower, the Magician, Seven of Cups, Three of Swords, Page of Wands, Eight of Cups, and the Five of Swords, Page of Pentacles. Don't let certain illusions with the moon make you feel like you're out of soul destiny or out of your highest timeline. You're still learning a lot of deep rooted lessons with the Page of Pentacles, but the Two of Swords is you starting to see more clearly. And it just feels like your whole life is changing with the Tower. But don't let certain fears, certain illusions make you feel like you're not doing what you're supposed to do. Because with the Magician there, you're learning everything you're supposed to learn. You're in alignment. There's going to be certain points where you might revert back to old energy. It might be, what's the word I'm looking for? Old energy, old mindsets. It might, and that happens as you heal, right? Yeah, but Empress, you're getting more balance, you're getting grounded within yourself, you're growing and caring and nurturing yourself in a way that you haven't been before. It's okay when you're healing, sometimes you take step backwards, but as long as you bring that to like, as long as you acknowledge that and say, "Oh, I'm stepping back into this. I don't wanna do that anymore. So how do I figure out how to move forward in a new energy or what I've been doing in the new release?" So don't let the fear of the past, shoot, even the fear of the future, even if you don't know what's ahead of you, just keep doing what you're doing because I feel like you're finding your happiness, true happiness after this. It could have been something that you've always wanted to do, but fear of the past, the things that people have said to you, were always holding you back. And now you're getting into an energy of, I know I could do this. I know my self worth. I've known how much I've grown, and I got this. But yeah, I feel like this tower is a good tower. It's not a bad tower. It feels like everything is really starting to come into alignment for you guys. Okay. So I'm gonna get into Oracle now. Like if oracles aren't your thing, I totally understand. But I do get intuitive messages off of oracles. Okay. Advice. Advice for the collective. Advice. All right, we have what do I believe about money? Do my beliefs match my dreams? And that could, like I said, that could be a block too, because the pentacles, we saw the five of pentacles in the reverse. It doesn't have to be just an abandonment wound. It could be a money block as well. Okay, this one is a long one. How does your relationship with money affect your current situation? Do you believe you are worthy? Do you believe you are capable? Do you trust money? Does money trust you? Money is an energy, it ebbs and flows. You're worthy of it, and it's your responsibility to heal your relationship with money as a part of your waking up to the whole of you and your purpose. And it says today's soul action. Take a deep dive in your belief system around money. Are there any beliefs you need to upgrade to create the results you are wanting most in your life? Write out your money story. Write out your money story. Is it time for a sacred shift? What will your next chapter be? Fill in the blank. I am grateful to money because that was a good one. So there could definitely be a money block. Maybe you grew up in an energy of where you always saw your caretakers struggling. And maybe you grew up in that energy too. That could definitely be something there that wasn't a huge thing for me in the energy, but it definitely could be something. Advice for the collective. Advice. Thank you. Weight of the world. Boundaries, let it go. It's not yours to carry. Okay. And weight of the world is 124. So those numbers could be important to you. You don't need to carry it all. You're no good to anyone if you're running on empty and bogged down by the weight of the world. This is a reminder to look after your own well being before anyone else's, to stop carrying the world's problems on your shoulders, to put on your own oxygen mask first. In this change in times, it's hard not to feel overwhelmed by the state of the planet. However, you can't take on its problems from a place of energetic depletion. This card is thanking you for caring so much. You want to build a better world and ease the role of for others, and that's incredible. But the way you've been doing it is likely unsustainable. This isn't to say you should switch off the world's problems and become unconscious. Rather, it's a call to establish clear boundaries so you're not constantly taken out energetically. The planet needs you to be healthy, both physically and emotionally. So instead of digesting the news or reaching for your phone as soon as you wake up, show up first to a nurturing practice such as meditation, soul inquiry, deep breathing, or even exercising in nature, which I said you guys are getting back outside, probably walking along the water and stuff like that. So thank you, Spirit. Once you're in a state of grace and your inner well is full, you can face the day, the state of the world, and care for others. And at the end of the day, take an energetic shower by emptying out anything that is not yours to carry. You can pick it up again the next morning if you choose, but give yourself time and space to rejuvenate and rest. What are you carrying that isn't even yours? And I feel like that's that past mind state. Advice for the collective. Advice. Thank you. We have Cancer energy with relax. Virgo energy would take inspired action. Aries energy would cool your emotions. Take a reality check. Capricorn energy. And then we have Libra energy with find balance. Taurus energy would to detoxify. And then Aquarius energy will open up to change. On the bottom, we have believe in your good luck, Sagittarius energy. Advice for the collective. Advice. Thank you. We have into the unknown, underworld depth, courage, facing your fears. Okay, into the unknown is 92. So if you feel called to those numbers. Okay. Earth is a water planet. Seen from space, it appears blue. Water makes up 71% of Earth's surface, yet we've explored less than 20% of its ocean floor. There are creatures of the deep that have captivated humans for a millennia. It's no wonder, too, that water has been used as a symbol for our inner emotional world. There's always so much for us to discover and uncover within. Are you being called to face your fears, to explore the unknown, to challenge what you thought was possible? This is a card of courage, initiation, and depth. Perhaps you're being called to make a significant change in your life that you feel sacred about, or maybe what you're experiencing is more internal than that. Maybe life is calling you to venture into the shadowy depths of your own inner journey, to face things that others may be afraid to face, to heal what might feel difficult to heal, to surrender to a metaphorical death in order to reemerge anew. In the ancient Sumerian story about the goddess Iena, I can't ever say her name right, journey to the underworld to meet her sister, to comfort she leaves the comfort of heaven and earth to descend into the unknown depths. Here she encourages many trials and initiations until she returns. Completely changed by her experience, this story tells us that sometimes to be born anew, we must face our fears and find the courage to venture into the unknown. How can you face your fears today? And that I feel like fits perfectly with what the energy was. You're facing your fears head on. You're connecting more deeply, more emotionally, and like I said, taking she said taking um get out of the comfort of heaven to go to earth. I feel like that's like a perfect saying to just going in unknown grounds, going into a part of yourself that feels unknown, but just really facing that truth and facing that fear. And it just puts you in a new energy of alignment. Because we saw the four wands. So facing that fear and releasing it puts you in your highest timeline. Advice for the collective, advice. All right, we have imagination. I embrace and nourish the creative aspect of my mind. Excuse me. I have abundance. I am a limitless being and I can manifest whatever I desire in this physical realm. We have envy. I'm the same as everybody, but with different challenges. friendships. I understand that a friend is in my life for a reason. Hmm. Have failure. I understand that a mistake is only an opportunity to learn. And then we have relationships. I'm attracted to those who serve my highest good, and we have service. I feel good when I help others. They have freedom on the break. I love that. Yeah. This could definitely be about failed timelines, failed businesses, failed friendships, looking at other people's lives and wish and envying that. Like spirit is your higher self is really saying no to that. You'll have beautiful abundance in the energy that you built for yourself and not what other people have. Everybody is unique on their path, and yours is going to be very successful. Advice for the collective. Advice. Thank you. Chamber of the Violet Flame, karmic release, radical transformation. Thank you, Spirit. Okay. Chamber of the Flames. That's 55s, and fives are about change. And you're definitely changing your life, collective. You're definitely doing a really great job. Feeling really deep emotions, really deep trauma, and healing that, going to therapy, whatever you're doing, is really, really hard. It's really, really hard. When I first started my spiritual journey, I was crying all the time, deep releases. But it gave me the courage to be here. It gave me the courage to be on YouTube and doing readings. So whatever you're doing is working. Just continue to stay in alignment. Okay. All right. Chamber of the Violet Flame. When you receive this card, know that the violet flame of transformation has been brought to you by your angels and guides. They are encouraging you to see that you are in the space of radical transformation. Transformation can be overwhelming, but know the hand of the divine is leading the way. All past traumas is now being cleared from your energy. Stay focused on releasing all the energies that are no longer serving you. The violet flame is here to transmute fear into love. If any fear is rising up inside you now, know that it is simply a call for love. Call in the strongest form of love you know and allow those in your inner circle to support you through this transformational time. You are an alchemist with the capacity to take all that latent aspects of your life and turn them into a golden opportunity. You can align your life with the divine plan now and live more in a more purposeful way. I feel like that one really summed up everything that I said earlier. Releasing the fear, but doing it anyways. Advice for the collective spirit. Thank you. We have abundance, so we have abundance twice. We have unlikely. I might clarify that, but let's see where we go. We have compromise, forgiveness, trust, ooh, and romance. Okay. And then meditation brings answers. Okay. That gives me an energy of there might be something that an old version of yourself really did want, but you have something better on the horizon. It's like meeting spirit halfway on something is what I'm getting from that. So I don't feel like I need to clarify it. Um, but definitely meditating more, connecting even more deeply to your higher self to get these downloads. Like I said, unblocking your chakras is really like important, especially your upper chakras. Affirmation of advice for the collective. Thank you for all your messages today. Affirmation of advice for the collective. Thank you. Oh, sorry. I am fully in control of my thoughts. I know I will make it through. And then we have, I intuitively choose to lead my journey with clarity and grace. And these crystals can resonate with you in some capacity. All right, collective. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching this live. I haven't been live in forever. Thank you for sticking through with me. If you feel called to book a reading with me, all that information is in the description box below, okay? You guys stay safe, you guys stay blessed, and I'll see you in the next reading. I'm working on zodiacs right now, so look out for that. If you have any fire placements, those are already out, and I should have earth signs out this week, okay? Thank you. You guys have a good one.